Whoa, guys, little secret for you. Blue, Joni Mitchell. On Patreon right now. Today's first day. It's dropped. Go to it. Less than a cup of coffee. We'll see you there.
Hey guys, hope you're having a great day as well as a great life.
I hope you're having a moderate to severe day.
Yeah, and the positive.
Not every day needs to be great, but it can be moderate to severe.
Dude, one of my favorite things to say on like work calls is like, "Hey, how's everyone's day going?" I'm just like an appropriate amount past neutral.
That's the most you thing I've ever
in the
heard.
positive direction.
Dude,
and like the reactions are always so.
I've told you this, and you guys feel free to use this. I've stolen this from Andy. Like when somebody tries to give you advice on anything, just like, I don't know if I think that you should do this with your career field. And you're like, I've considered the considerables. Okay, cool.
Dude, can be such a power play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's also no good response back.
Yeah, it's funny.
All right. Yeah, I don't know.
We are gonna hit Holdin with one of those things. On to yesterday. This is by Ambrosia, and I think Alan Parsons is also involved in this project.
It is true because his name is there. Now,
It's from 1975.
this came specifically from @GraceGeek4678, who said, "Are you guys the only quote-unquote reactors?" And then he put in parentheses, "I say that with respect, you know music," which I don't know if that's true, but I'll take it. "That haven't reacted to Holding On to Yesterday by Ambrosia. You need to do it. It's S at its best," which is pretty crazy. But also, I just like the comment. I thought it was a great use of parentheses.
Yeah.
Down for that.
Super fair.
Sounds cool.
Album cover looks sick.
Yeah. Ambrosia is a great name. It's the drink of the gods, right? Pretty sure.
I think so.
Yeah. And then
I've
Alan
heard the
Parsons
name.
is the music of the gods, I've heard.
Yeah. And from 75. What a fun year.
Yeah. I'm just excited. I'm really, really excited. That guy seemed to think it's S tier, and I trust Grace Geeks
He
4678.
said S tier at its best, right?
Yeah.
Which I love that leaves room for not S, but he's saying like, hey, like if it's occurring in its best form in the right place, right time, like he's like, this can be an S tier song.
Now, here's what I'm sorry to tell you this.
Yeah.
I agree that would be the appropriate way to say this. I think he means it's S as a concept at its best. Which I think that's not going to hold true. I'll leave room for being open to it.
open-minded individuals.
But I think it's S at its best is probably what it is.
Still, yeah,
Yeah.
love that energy.
Yeah. So either way, really excited to hit it.
Let's go, man. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Well, I keep holding on.
Nice.
Yep.
That I'm wrong to keep holding on. My yesterdays have all gone
I mean,
Well, that was a proper tune.
banger. It was a proper tune. Also a proper banger.
Of course. Wow,
Damn,
that was great.
dog. So good. Like every aspect of that.
Dude, one of the lines real quick that blew my mind. Or
I didn't hear any lines, so please
I,
tell me.
If I interpreted it right, something about like something about like yesterday, like everything's great, like all's dope. Basically, like something on the lines like he knows it's never gonna come back and stuff. And he's like, and that's why I'm holding on to yesterday. Where it's not even holding on with like the hope that it comes back because it's never gonna come back like how it was or in general. But it's like, but that's why I still like go back to that space.
Because it will never come back.
Yeah,
Like if
it's
you knew you'd have yesterday again tomorrow, you wouldn't be so concerned with it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I thought that
That's
was
a
really fucking
great
cool. I thought that was cool.
poetic idea.
If I heard it right.
I'm gonna assume you did. I heard the lyrics as they happened.
Yeah.
But then I just got so sucked in so quickly.
Dude, so good.
Yeah, it felt like what I imagined quicksand would be as a child. Like
Yeah.
this was dangerous for me. I definitely was I was overtaken and pulled under by the song completely.
Yeah.
Like I was just gone.
Dude, the drums. Did you feel like when it had that section where it was like it had like the
Yeah.
like, dude, that was so sick.
Yeah, there was so many sick parts of the song, and it built so well every aspect. I don't think it's S. I do think it's A+.
I think it's A+ too. Yeah.
Like, this is better than I could have wanted, I think.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't deserve this
amazing.
good of a song.
So I love towards the end too when it came back into like kind of the chorus like
Yeah.
section, and the whole band kind of came in like waves of like wow.
So I think that's what that
Wow.
was the mostly from the keyboard. I think it was just doing like a slide
Yeah,
on the keyboard,
yeah.
and it was so smart because it did feel like crashing waves. Like
The drums did something too with
yeah.
it, like just a couple things that like leaned into that like rhythmic concept.
But I
Dude,
think it's to your
so
point, like
strong.
the sliding of the keyboard
Yeah.
gave the like pull up, and then
Yeah.
the drums hitting it all at
yeah.
once. Yeah, great.
so impactful, and love like we both noticed like that melody like slight increase
Yes,
on the
'cause it was-
interval towards the end.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting it.
It was
and
such a great creative choice. He didn't need to do it, right? Like it was already good,
Yeah,
but it was that extra step further that you didn't know was there. He was
Yeah.
like, and I love that he saved it because like it's so easy if you can do that and you can go a little extra hard. Like think Van Halen, how many times he wails.
Yeah.
I love his wailing.
Yeah.
You are not as much of a fan.
I think it's fine sometimes. You just can't use it as a crutch. It has
Agreed.
to be authentic.
Agree, and this felt authentic. Where he
yeah, it did.
he
Yeah, for
waited until the very last moment to hit that high thing, and just
Dude, it felt like a great take on like a breakup song or like a reminiscing song of something. Like there's so many songs
yeah.
like that kind of like say the same thing, and this just felt like a very unique spin, like kind of on that slightly.
yeah. Also, just musically, the guitar was doing crazy things. I loved the violin. This is something that I think you'll appreciate. I don't know if you caught it. Felt kind of Dave Matthews to me.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Fuck yeah, cool.
Yeah,
yeah.
Even like the kind of like the guitar like lead style at a couple different points reminded me of like the solo at the end of like Crush and a couple
Yeah.
other like songs.
The violins
also
what got it for me.
also kind of like Neil Young.
Yeah.
I know like a lot of like Dave's like lead solos will kind of like reminisce like Neil Young. Like,
Yeah.
I know he likes him a lot, but thought that was super interesting. Also love how like when the solo built and did its thing. And as it was kind of like leading into what I thought might be like the end, going back into some vocals, but ended up going to like just more like I think violin came in and more like a bigger soundscape where the guitar solo was still happening the whole time,
Yeah.
but it's like now the soundscape is opening up and blooming. But like as it kind of like is like fading into where it's not like the lead like thing to follow anymore, you hear it kind of do like some and then like just do some nasty stuff, and you're like,
Yeah.
the energy just feels so amazing.
Every player did so phenomenal. Like they all took their parts in stride. They were playing for the song. They also knew when to dig in, and everything ramped up and escalated like so well. I mean, just so well.
Everything lined up perfectly with like from concept from the drawing board to in the
Yes.
studio.
Yeah,
it's like,
this was-
damn, they really just nailed it.
They
Like,
really did. This was A+ performance. A+. Like, just there's not anything I could have wanted or any
Yeah.
part that I felt like was lacking, and so many points of like surprise for me, which I think great songwriting does that.
Yeah.
Where even if you think you know where it's going and it could take you there, but it like has a couple bumps on the journey that you didn't expect, and it gave me this like where we both were like, oh shoot, cool.
and it captures the intensity of like the emotion being expressed
for sure.
and not in like a super somber way, just in like a I don't know, like some just like divine fucking expression of emotion.
Yeah.
It's not like, it's like not good or bad, just like magnitude is
Yes,
high.
yes.
And you're just like, almost reminds me of like the Moody Blues, or no, it might be like I forget what it's called, like Wider Shades of Pale, or some song where
think it
like
is,
it's the song where I said like, oh, I could die to this song, whatever
Yes,
that was, where it
yeah.
felt like very like
Yeah.
bombastic. It's just like definitely kind of felt like that too, in terms of it's just magnitude of just straight emotion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great song.
Yeah, I could just keep praising this probably for 20 minutes. We'll probably end up listening to this a bunch.
Yeah,
A bunch.
really good song.
Yeah.
Thank you for who suggested it.
This is the-
Super appreciative.
He was so right. I mean, he wasn't right on the S, but I can see, again, I think reading it in context of it's S at its best, like, I think if we go, I can agree to that in the
Yeah.
proper context, this is S.
Yeah, I mean, imagine you're like 26 years old.
I can do that.
It's 19
currently.
It's 1976.
Can't do that.
1976. The
Okay.
song already came out, but it's been on the radio chilling.
Yeah.
And it comes on like as you're driving home. Like, you weren't dumped that night, but maybe like
4 weeks previous?
Yeah, some time ago, where it's like you thought you were kind of like in a space where you moved past some stuff.
Yes, like you got over the first hump and you're like, no, you told all your friends like, dude, no, I'm good. Like it was rough for a minute, but like I've been going to the gym, I've been eating a little healthier. I'm talking to this new girl now, she's pretty cool.
Yeah,
and
dude.
you're driving home and you're like,
Yeah, it's like if the song hits you in the right place or time, and it's also again like not like a song where you're like curling up in a ball and
Yeah.
sad. It's like it feels uplifting in some way, or
Yeah.
or at least like you're not alone in this feeling, and it is intense. Your feelings are validated, and it's like
Yeah.
it feels empowering to
Yeah.
some capacity.
just dope.
Dope.
Dope
They killed
song.
it. They killed it.
They
Good,
did.
good job, Ambrosia.
Yeah, thanks again,
job.
Grace Geek 4678. Appreciate it. Great song. You were correct. It was great.
Have a good one. Peace.
See ya.
All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you had a good time watching that video, go and upvote the video, subscribe if you're not already. Check out some other videos here on the YouTube or on the Patreon if you want extra juicy stuff you can't get on YouTube because they block it here. Go and check out the Patreon, check out all the videos.